Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yugioh Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains cast list and summary analysis. In this video, we will be going over the episode 74 cast list for Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains that just came out a few hours ago. Big thank you to DMC, as always, for translating. I will link his WordPress down below in the description. In terms of the summary, we got nothing new for 74. Nothing new, I believe, unless I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it's the same summary that we got when the big batch of summaries came out earlier in the month of October. But we do have a pretty long and interesting cast list. Of course, this is the episode after the duel between Bowman and Playmaker, and there's actually a picture we got from the spoilers of the episode 73, which is going to air obviously tomorrow since this is coming out on Tuesday. Usually they give 5 pictures, and the pictures usually aren't anything, really fascinating in terms of what might happen, but there's actually a really interesting picture that we will be going over after we go over the 74 cast list pertaining to episode 73. So let's begin. If you do not want any spoilers, now is your chance to click off this video. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Episode 74, The Imprisoned Ignis. Earth rescued Aqua, who is imprisoned by someone, and learned the truth about the Cyberse world's destruction from her. However, Go, who was ordered to capture the Ignises, then appears and attacks the two of them. In order to protect Aqua, Earth begins a duel against Go. So I'm not going to talk too much about the summary because when I went over the big batch, I probably talked about this episode for 3 or 4 minutes, who I think imprisoned Aqua, which I believe it was Lightning, and the fact that Earth will probably be very, very angry when he learns that it was Lightning and not humans who destroyed the Cyberse world. But let's get into the cast list. That's what I'll be focusing on in this discussion. We have a big cast list. Yusaku/Playmaker, Ai, Takeru, Flame, Kusanagi, Lightning, Aqua, Earth, Akira, Aoi, Go, Emma, Hayami, and extras. So, working our way up from the bottom of the list, it's great to see Aoi and Emma back. They have been gone for a long time. Aoi has been gone longer than Emma has been gone. Remember, the last time that we saw Emma, she was being held at gunpoint by Blood Shepherd. We did not see how that concluded from Blood Shepherd's perspective, because the next time we see Blood Shepherd, he is taking down all of the echoes towards the end of episode 72. So we hopefully will get a conclusion on that, but the fact that Blood Shepherd is not speaking in this episode makes me think we probably still will not know what happened between them, whether Blood Shepherd took his shot and Emma escaped, whether Blood Shepherd decided not to take a shot for whatever reason, whether Emma had information that Blood Shepherd wanted and maybe got out of the situation by talking her way out of the situation, which seems to be her, her specialty, what she's very good at doing. So we're probably going to have to wait unless Emma describes the situation to Aoi and we don't actually see what happened. So it's kind of weird the way they're handling that. It makes me think that there is a very important thing that happened in that scene. They're just not showing it to us for whatever reason to create suspense. And it's interesting the way they're going about that. Maybe we'll see it, but again, Blood Shepherd not being on this cast list makes me think that we probably will not see it. Another interesting name on this cast list is, as I just mentioned, Aoi. Don't know what role she will be playing in this episode. She probably will be with Emma and Akira, maybe even Hayami, but then again, Akira will be in the office if Hayami is speaking, most likely. So Aoi and Emma most likely will not be in the office. Maybe Akira will talk to them through like a walkie-talkie, through radio, or something like that, or maybe Aoi and Emma will just talk to each other and stick together. That'll be interesting to see what role those two have, but very nice to see both of them back. We have Flame and Soulburner and Lightning. Those three, very important right now because they are seemingly about to duel. Now, this summary doesn't give away anything regarding a duel between them, but I would not be surprised if the next duel that we see is between Flame and Soulburner versus Jin and Lightning. That will be a very, very interesting duel, and if that duel happens, I really do not see them defeating the main antagonist, defeating Jin, defeating Lightning, so that would be a very, very intriguing duel, and hopefully we do get that. So the fact that all of them are talking to each other is good to see. The fact that Yusaku is talking, Ai is talking, and we have no Bowman, we have no Haru, it's pretty obvious who is going to win that duel, because even if I was taken by Bowman, then if I was speaking, Bowman would at least be speaking, right? He'd be speaking to Bowman. So Playmaker is going to win, or at least not lose. Now, my prediction was that Playmaker was going to win. What I want to see happen is for Playmaker not to win, whether that's a no result, whether that's a draw, whether that's a Bowman win. That's what I'd rather see, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. It looks like Playmaker in 25 episodes is going to defeat Bowman 3 times. So most likely that will be the end result. We have Kusanagi speaking, and then we have Aqua and Earth and Go, who, of course, we all knew were going to be speaking since they're all mentioned in the summary of the episode. Should be a pretty good plot episode, I'm hoping. But we have a very interesting picture for the preview of episode 73. Here it is. The quality is not the best. A huge thank you to Zeogran, the user on Twitter, for posting this. But the bottom right picture, look at that. Yusaku, Ryoken, and Kusanagi are all speaking to each other. Very interesting picture. Now, when I first saw it, I thought maybe that was a picture of the preview of 74, but the fact that Revolver is not on the cast list for 74 confirms that the picture in the bottom right will be happening in episode 73. Why Ryoken is going to Yusaku in the real world, going to Kusanagi, what he's going to be talking to them about is going to be so interesting. That picture alone right there gets me so excited for the end of 73 because you know it is going to be after the duel concludes. Also, I believe we have a new looking monster in the bottom left. Not sure what that monster is. I'd imagine it's probably going to be one of Go's monsters, but that'll be interesting to see what monster. We're definitely going to get a lot of new monsters, including most likely a synchro from Playmaker in the next episode. So 73 is going to be a lot of fun. Even if Playmaker wins, it still has the potential to be a really enjoyable episode despite a pretty predictable result in that regard. And what Ryoken is talking to Yusaku and Kusanagi about, I'm not quite sure. Remember, he has said to Spectre, to not Kogami, to Faust, I believe it was. He said to his knights that they only deal with Playmaker in Link VRains. He has a lot of respect for not dealing with Yusaku. He does not want to go into Yusaku's real life, as I believe one of the other knights suggested, and try to make it a living hell. He deals with them when they are in Link VRains, which I've always felt was a very mature and honorable thing that Revolver does. So I doubt Ryoken is walking to Yusaku and is making a threat here. He's probably making a temporary treaty, like a peace alliance that he's probably offering to Yusaku, and it'll be very interesting to see how Yusaku responds, especially because Yusaku still is going to have Ai at this point, and Ai knows that Ryoken's end goal is to kill him. So it'll be very interesting to see Ai's reaction to this when Ryoken actually does go and tries to make a plea deal with Yusaku, if that's what it is. Maybe it's a threat, although that would go against what Ryoken has said about Yusaku in the real world in the past, so I don't think it's going to be a threat, but very intrigued to see that scene, very excited to see 73 and 74, and that's going to pretty much wrap this up. I really hope you guys let me know all of your thoughts regarding the picture of Ryoken talking to Yusaku and the cast list of 74, or any theories you have going forward. We do not have the summary for 75 or 76, although we do have the titles. We should be getting the 75 summary on either Monday of next week or Tuesday of next week when we get the cast, so that will be very exciting stuff. Special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons Alexa Baker, Glen McGookin, Jorge Carrillo, and James Rose, and to my Diamond tier patron Bouldergeist, and to my Egyptian God tier patron Syn Cloud and Odd Eyes Vaughn. Huge thank you to everyone who supports me on Patreon. I truly cannot tell you how much it helps me out, and a thank you to everyone who just watches these videos, because without you guys, I would not be able to do this. I will talk to you down below. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on the 74 cast. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.